reminder some days. It's Monday for me too, and I picked my girlfriend up from the airport at 1:30. No excuses, but I'm like, okay, how did I do that? Because I've been really good about it the last little bit. Okay, let me make sure we pause this. Okay, perfect. So again, I just want to say welcome to Tanya. If she was on, we would have her share a little bit as well. So that's wonderful. Okay, Caroline, go ahead. I'd love to hear your share.
Yeah, hi, good morning. So I just wanted to first off say, Audrey, thank you. You're finally on board with us and joining our Zoom calls on the West Coast. And also Mari, amazing job on Saturday. That was really good onboarding. I just want to share with you guys that the wedding fairs, I've been going to them with my friend who's getting married. That is a great connection for people. All the vendors there pick up the cards and do follow-ups. I have to say, one yesterday, I probably got about 20 connections that I possibly could get enrolled, but I have to work them. So I have to do my follow-ups. But I'm telling you, the wedding fairs that right now they're hopping, go and do it. That's all I can say.
You're right. Like wedding season is coming, and all those little girlies want to look beautiful in their white dresses. Yes, that is a really good idea, Caroline. Thanks for sharing that. That's awesome. By the way, I don't know if Caroline recovered from me dragging her all over Campbell County. We did cold calling together, you guys. It was so much fun. Oh my gosh. Anyways, Caroline, you are such a boss. She has her little boss smiles, but she really is. You guys, she's an incredible businesswoman. I love your ideas and your mind, Caroline. So thank you for sharing that. That's wonderful. So welcome to anybody who is new. Again, I just want to say welcome, welcome. This is our Team Legacy Makers call. We are a collective team. We are combined from lots of people in three, and I'm really proud of that. I really am. I love the collaboration that we're creating here together. And it's fun to be, not all of us are financially linked, but we're here to help one another win in three. And to me, that's the most important thing that we could be in three is an organization of people who are, working together for the collective good to help other people feel not just a part of what we're doing, but really understand how they can win in three too. So if you're brand new on here, I just want to let you know that's where you're at today. That's who invited you here. It's a collective team. So you'll work with your team leader, and that's important. And at the same time, we're here to really, deliver a lot of good content and information that we hope is helpful for you guys to get started. So my name is Adrianne Carbonell, and I am excited to share with you guys a little bit more about success mindset. After 17 years of being in this industry, I feel like there might be some things that I've learned. Maybe I don't know everything, but there are some things that I've learned, okay, over the years that make this journey a little bit better. And when it comes to success mindset, the interesting thing to me is that that's also something that I feel like changes a lot as we move through this industry, as we grow, as we start to develop a team of people. The way that we show up is different from when we first get started. When I first started 17 years ago in this profession, I was very timid. I was very kind of shy. I don't think I had nearly the conviction that I have today, even with compensation plans and, why this is such a great opportunity. I was speaking to somebody over the weekend and they said, I really don't want to go to this meeting. I have to go meet with, Delta Airlines people or something. And he's like, I'm selling this product and it's a simulation and, they have a prototype. I'm selling a prototype, not an actual product. There's no product, right? Yet. And I'm selling this prototype for millions and millions of dollars. Okay. And I'm meeting with all these heads of people and all these people. And I recognize that I'm selling a concept, an idea for millions and millions of dollars. And I said, well, how do you feel about that? And he's like, well, sometimes I think to myself, network marketing really is the real business. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, everybody always makes fun of network marketing sometimes thinking it's like a pyramid scheme or, stuff like that. But the reality is like, what I do is more of a pyramid scheme because I'm literally selling an idea, a piece of paper, a concept, a simulation guide that in 3 years have not produced an actual prototype. And in network marketing, you have this incredible product that everybody feels good on. You go out and you share it with other people. He's like, it's free enterprise at its best. And that stuck out to me. I was like, so this person's, moving millions of dollars, getting paid just for one account, $10,000 per month for one account, selling a concept with no real product. And we're out here like, oh gosh, is three a real business opportunity? Am I going to really be able to help a lot of people with three? Are they going to think I'm in a pyramid scheme? A pyramid scheme, you guys, by the way, is like, hey, how about we're all going to make $1,000, but you have to send everybody $5 in a letter, right? Does anyone remember stuff like that? And you'll get your 1,000 back. Okay, that's a pyramid scheme. But selling pieces of paper, things like that, there's no viable product in hand. That is a pyramid scheme in my mind. So sometimes, you guys, I feel like we don't talk about this enough because honestly, people don't really ask me about that. I think because it's just out of sight, out of mind for me. I'm so invested in the concept of this being the best form of capitalism because you actually get everyone, the playing field is level. We all are operating on a same compensation plan, right? We all have the same opportunity to really win here. So for anyone who's struggled with that, I don't even know why I brought that up, but for anyone who may have struggled with that, everyone can win. Oh my gosh. Did Shannon just put that in the chat? As soon as I said that, everyone can win. And that was my whole major thing. I worked for a lot of years in outside sales and marketing. I've sold a lot of things. I sold radiators and AC parts, you guys, at one point. Okay. I sold body shop services to large insurance agencies at one point. Right? There's a lot of things that you can promote, sell, okay, that might not necessarily change somebody's actual life. Like we heard Audrey's story this morning about how much pain she was in and how the Revived helped manage and mitigate that. And yes, she still got surgery, but now she sees the benefit of having these incredible products in her life and helping her be able to recover. That to me is more validating for the kind of money that I earn and the reason that why I have never given up on this business. I'm not saying there's some days where I fired myself and then the next moment I rehired myself because I heard that somebody needed what I had, right? That's the difference. So you might have highs and lows in this industry, but the point is for you to show up. And I'm okay with you showing up authentically. I really am. I'm okay with you showing up that day at the coffee shop, like going, I don't know what Rachel needs today. I don't know what questions she's going to ask, but I'm here to help make a difference if I can, right? I'm here to help her experience a win. And we really are brokers of hope at the end of the day. That's really what we do. Our job, if this was a job, right, is that we're here to help people have a win. And so at the end of each call, you guys hear me say things like, if nobody's told you I love you yet today, I want you to know you're loved. Go out and love on some other people. That's exactly what I mean by that. Go smile, right? Have you guys heard that song by Supertramp? We heard it the other day when I was speaking at the Rotary Club. And give a little bit, right? Give a little bit of your love to me, right? That is what we do culturally as a whole. And the more you can bring that in and you connect your head and your heart, because your head knows why you said yes to three. Your head knows your financial goals in three. Your head knows what rank that you deserve to be. Probably isn't even the one you're at, but your head knows. But your heart, when you connect them together, will push. Your heart will be the thing that gives you HOPE, hope. A glimmer of hope is a funny thing. It will make you run towards something that doesn't quite necessarily fully make sense to you yet. Does that make sense? It'll give you the drive and the purpose and the commitment to go out and actually make a difference. So when you get your head and your heart connected, then you'll show up. You'll show up as yourself. You'll be okay showing up as yourself. You'll be okay authentically. You'll be all right if you make a mistake or you don't know all of the answers to that person's question. It'll be okay. Because in here, you're doing the right thing. You're on a mission. All right. So I am going to share some slides today. What? Adrianne never shares slides. She just yells at us and tells us to get going. And I'm just kidding. She does right now. But I actually have some slides today. I'm channeling my inner Nilbert. Okay. I'm going to be organized. Okay. So I love that. I love that Nilbert always has a beautiful slide deck to share. Well, so does Astrid. Astrid always has a beautiful slide deck. Let me see if you guys can, let me know if you guys can see my screen, if you can see that. Okay. Thumbs up. Anybody? Yes. Okay. We see it. Okay. Perfect. Time to show up. All right. So okay. This is the funny part. Oh, let me bring this story full circle. So I said to my friend, I said, if you're not feeling really good about it for whatever reason, right? Because right now he's like, it's getting to the point where millions of dollars have been brought in and I'm afraid. I said, afraid of what? And he goes, well, it's a 3 to 5 year deal. We're in year 3 and there's still no prototype. And I just keep bringing in more money and more money and more money. And what if they fail? What if they don't do what they said they're going to do? Has anyone ever felt that feeling before? You get like, well, what if I go out and I promote three to a bunch of people and they don't experience a great experience on the product? That's fear, right? Okay, what if I go out and I share three and I partner with them and I say I'm looking for business partners and I'm like you and I together could earn a fortune, but you don't know all the ways to guide them or you're afraid that if they bring on a few people, what if those people have a bad experience or something or whatever. Like you start to hallucinate or catastrophize an outcome that doesn't exist yet. Are you with me? Okay. So I said, when you're unsure, this is the first thing that came out of my mouth. I just showed up, I think. When you're unsure, I said, when you don't know what you're selling, what are you selling? And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, when you don't know what you're selling, what are you selling? He kind of just stared at me and I said, yourself. Yourself. You're the only thing you can control. So if you're coming in authentic that you at one point said yes and you believe, then that's what you're selling. You're selling your belief in the opportunity, your belief that a prototype is coming, your belief in the ability to be able to produce enough that they get an ROI, to work with them enough until. Yes? Okay, so that you guys, that is what we do too. We just happen to have an incredible product. We don't have to worry about that. Let go of that fear. Somebody's going to have a result on something. Somebody's going to have a great experience on something. Do they need to wait to have a great experience to go out and start sharing three? No, because guess what? I haven't had the health challenges that Audrey's had. But somehow, and neither has John, the person that enrolled her. But when he shared with her, he was out there being a broker of hope, right? He was saying to her, this might help you. So he wasn't waiting to have the same experience, right? So it's the same thing. You're never going to know. You're going to have to bridge that gap. Okay. The only guaranteed asset is you. It's for you to show up as your authentic self in the right timing. And I promise you guys, if you really start to tap into this intuition, whatever you want to call it, okay, it's just being very intentional. You're showing up on time all the time. Just FYI. Don't doubt it. If you think of somebody, oh, I've got to call Tanya today, and you're like, gosh, why? I don't know why. Oh my gosh, I haven't talked to Tanya in years. Why would her name even come to mind? There's a reason. There's a reason. So follow your instincts, follow your gut, and show up authentically. So how do you show up? How do you show up for yourself? Right? You have to put your oxygen mask on first. When you're working in a deficit with how you show up for yourself, it's very hard to show up for others. Very, very hard to show up for others. So how do you show up for your family? Right? How do you guys plan to show up in your business today and this week and the rest of March? How do you show up in your relationships? Right? And how do you create a legacy? What's your plan for creating a legacy? What does legacy income mean to you? How much do you require for that to be substantial, worth your time? Right? So these are all questions you want to ask yourself. And the way that you show up is you show up for yourself first. So when we talk about waking up, you want to do at least 10 minutes of personal development, meditation, devotion, whatever that looks like for you. I highly encourage you to do at least a minimum of 10 minutes. Some days I get a 5-second prayer out and I got to hit the ground running. It just depends on where I'm at and what I'm doing, right? I do believe, and I'm just going to say this very transparently, I do believe in the power of prayer for me personally, not to get, and not even in a religious aspect, but in a spiritual concept that I do believe that we're all connected and that I do believe that we can receive information to guide our life. And so I do speak out a lot. And that's because oftentimes I'm praying for everybody, for my family, my kids, for my team, for you guys to feel a sense of belonging, that you feel a sense of, motivation and drive. It's not just about three for me. It's that you feel good about you, right? That you know who you are each day. That you move your body. I recommend at least a minimum of 30 minutes, even if that's taking the dog for a walk. Truly, I think sometimes we just need to get out of our own space, our own routine, even if that is a part of your routine. It's the healthiest routine. I met with a woman at a coffee shop this weekend, Actually, one of the reasons I apologize for starting the Zoom call late on Saturday for George's app training, which was phenomenal, by the way, um, is because I was in a coffee shop doing a meeting. So I lost track of time, and I'm like, oh shoot, I have to start the call. But I was sitting there talking to her, and she goes, I don't have any hobbies. I'm like, well, what do you mean? I'm too busy with my kids. I'm too bad. I said, I think what I did. I know you're saying the word hobby, but I know you love reading. I know you love, you love watching Netflix series, things like that. Those might be more hobbies. What are you doing for yourself? Are you moving your body for 30 minutes every day? Are you doing something? Are you journaling? Are you getting your head thoughts out? Are you doing 5 minutes of free write? Have you guys ever done 5 minutes of free writing? It's so cathartic. Anytime I feel super jumbled in my brain or my head, I will just literally go to it'll be a notepad anywhere, and I'll just start writing how I feel. Da, 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 anything that's on my mind. It could even be a to-do list, and that's the reason I feel so jumbled, right? But you just get it out. All right, move your body, get it out. And then do you have a designated an hour minimum per day that you're working your three business? Do you dedicate a time for you personally? It doesn't mean it could be working with your team, that's true, but also for you to be recruiting. Remember Rita, recruiting is the answer, right? So do you have an hour set aside? It could be 2 days a week, 3 days a week, 5 days a week, 7 days a week. It could be three hours on the weekend when you're not working your full-time job. What is your dedicated power hour of purpose? We call it a PHOP, power hour of purpose. How are you generating leads? Example, right? You might need at least an hour to sit down and write down that tracker form 30, that list of names, that first 30 people that you reach out to. You might have to schedule in when you're going to do your first Facebook Live, talking about why you're excited about this product, right? You might need to schedule in the time when you're going to follow up. When are you going to present? When are you going to follow up? Do you have at least an hour, 20 minutes of recruiting, right? 20 minutes of presenting or booking presentations and inviting and booking, 20 minutes of follow-up. If you only have an hour, right? Are you teaching the 5 steps of duplication? We have the team website, the ourlegacymakers.com. Okay, that's the business training section where it's got the 5 steps, 5-point recruiting system. Why would you reinvent the wheel when you know it's already built several millionaires, right? It works. Don't question something that works. Dive in and make it feel fun and creative for yourself. How do I want to do this? I see the concept, I see the strategy, I see the methodology. How am I going to do this? What do I want to do? Because every single one of you, you're not going to be Adrianne Carbonell or Mari Maleo or, Shannon Schmidt. You're going to come as you are in that system. And it's very powerful. So don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just go duplicate with it, right? How many of you guys are attending? Well, those of you guys, huge pat on the back because you woke up. If you're on Pacific Standard Time at 7:30 a.m. your time and somehow you found yourself on this call, okay? If it's East Coast, you're 10:30 and you're like, oh my gosh, I made it in between, stuff happening in your life, right? So if you can attend online, live, local, and corporate events, those are very important for you to be able to show up daily in your business. When I'm feeling low, I need this call, and I'm on this call every single morning. There's very little downtime for me to question my methods in 3, right? Because I'm consistently plugged in. How do you get warm if you're 5 feet from the fire? It takes you 5 days to show up, right? Or whatever. No, you've got to get plugged in and you've got to get your people plugged in. So you're always attending something. All right. Next. Okay, so let's wake up, right? These are questions that I think are important. Who am I? And you might be like, oh my gosh, that's so deep. What does she mean by that? Oh, that's too much for me right now. Who am I? Just write your name down. Right? You've been given a name, okay, on this planet. Just who am I? Oh, I'm Adrianne Carbonell. Okay, where am I? I'm in Austin, Texas. This is very grounding. This is what we call grounding exercise. What am I doing? I'm working with my team right now, doing a huddle, doing a morning huddle, getting people excited about what we do here. How can I meditate and visualize the day's best outcome? Well, for me, the day's best outcome is I have several meetings on my calendar today. If I can help 2 to 5 people enroll or more that I'm working with today from my calls, that's me helping my team. And also I do have some personal follow-up to do, right? I have a lot of people right now who've purchased GLP-3 that need to know where to find information. And then how do I really dive in? It would be to detach from any negativity and focus only on that which you're willing to expand in your experience. Hear me on this. If you already know you're coming up against some challenges today, which I'm sure you all are you expecting a positive outcome or a negative outcome? Are you expecting a positive experience or a negative experience? Are you expecting a good, easy flow through a hard conversation or a hard one? Think about it. You've already set the tone, right? So if it's a negative, you don't have time for it. Hands down. I would ignore that. Remember, we clap for good job, we clap for a job well done, and we ignore bad behavior. Well, sometimes our own bad behavior is us detaching from negativity. So if I already know, oh my gosh, I'm going into this conversation, oh my gosh, every time I work with so and so, she comes up with an excuse, right? Well, if I'm thinking that, guess who's going to model that behavior? Every time I follow up with so and so, they give me a reason why they can't enroll today, right? Why would I even follow up with her? She told me no. How many times, Jill? 3, 5, 12? Is she worth it? Is she a human being? Guess what? Keep following up. Keep showing up. I'm not saying that you have to, get too crazy with it, but just expect a great outcome this time. Come in happy, positive. Have you guys ever called somebody and every time you call them, they're like, hey, good morning, how are you? And it just, you're like, whoa, it's a lot of energy, but you're like, whoa, that feels good, feels warm, feels good. Be that girl today or be that guy today. That if you reach out to somebody, oh my gosh, Robin, it's been forever. Oh, yes, I'm reaching out for a reason, but first and foremost, how are you? How are you and your family doing? Right? What's going on with work? Well, I was calling you because I started with this new proactive wellness company that's got this GLP product. I'd love to send you information, but first, how's your family? You guys do anything fun this summer? Oh, yeah, I don't have a ton of time to explain all of this opportunity to you. I just know I don't want you to miss out on it. Could I send you some information? Would that be okay? Great. When do you think you'd have a chance to take a look at it? Oh, Friday? Great. What time Friday? Noon? So if I called you at like 12:30, would that be okay? I'd love to follow up with you then. I'd love to know what you liked best. Right? Okay, great. Awesome. All right, I'm going to send you some details. Oh my gosh, it was so great to catch up with you. See you later. Right? Be that, right? And when you show up as you are and you're okay with who you are and you're not worried about a yes, no, maybe so, and the agenda is to simply connect, you guys will have such better calls. You'll produce such better leaders because you're going to show up authentically as yourself. Sometimes it's okay to drop the agenda and just come in with like, of course, I'm reaching out to you for a reason, but first and foremost, how are you? Because now I can really talk to Keith. Now I can really learn from what's going on in Carla's life. Now I can see a need, fill a need, come from a different place. Okay, this is kind of redundant here. Yes, move your body. I don't care what you do, move it. All right, let's talk about these 5 steps of duplication. Get active. Hopefully, I think every single one of you is active, but take a screenshot here because this is all we ever teach. People are like, I don't know how to develop leaders. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You do know how to develop leaders. This is how you do it. Bob on the left, Sue on the right. It's a binary compensation plan. It's a 1/3, 2/3 split. You can't pass go. Will not collect $200 without it, right? You've got to at least recruit 2. You have to start your banks. You have a left bank account and a right bank account. You have a left team and a right team. You got an East Coast team, you got a West Coast team. Okay? We only build 2 teams of people here. And they all benefit from one another. They benefit from the spillover that happens because guess what? If I bring Lena on board and Lena's on my left team, I still have to build my left team. So I'm going to be placing people underneath Lena too, because there's only 2 places I can put people, left, right. And there's only 2 places Lena can put people, left, right. So we all have a shared leg, a team leg, and we have a private leg. So guess what we're all doing? We're all building 2 legs. It doesn't matter where you're at. It doesn't matter where you're positioned in the company. We're all building 2 teams of people. The nice part is instead of going wide like this, like we do, although we are wide in our leadership check match, which I appreciate, Because if I enroll Lena and I help Lena max out the comp plan at 21,000 a week, I'm earning 30% of her paycheck in that check match because I personally brought her on board. How much is Lena worth to me per year? About 300,000 a year on one person. Do you know how many people I'd call to get a maxed out check match on one person? Oh, I'll never stop calling. I call 100 people. I call 1,000 people if I knew I was going to find one Lena, right? That won't stop talking about three, that will go until she's making 250 plus thousand per year, right? I can tell you, when you keep going like this and you pull back the agenda, but you understand the power of what we have, you'll never stop talking about three. There'll be a few lives you do every single week just because you know you should, right? Because you can generate leads on social media that way. There'll be a names list bigger than 30 names because you know that you require to reach out to more than 30 people to build a team, right? Some people come in and they're like, oh, I'm going to help Becky get to, 3-star or whatever. I'm going to go help, buy things underneath her. No, we need Becky to build. What does Becky want? Does Becky want time freedom? Does Becky want to retire early? Does Becky have a why? Okay, can you help Becky get her first two? And then what? Bring me another two, Becky. Okay, then who's next? Bring me another two, Becky. Okay, who's next? Bring me another two, Becky. Who's next? Bring me another two, Becky. Who's next? Bring me another two. Are you with me? This is not rocket science. I promise you there are harder compensation plans than this with like 100 product, books of products, catalogs. Oh, pick from my 1,000 products here. Be a great customer and you'll win, you know? You guys, we have it so easy here. Very few products, but products that count. Very simple, very simple. It's simple to duplicate here. All right, so you've got a 100 CV SmartShip setup. SmartShip is the glue that holds your business together. Never forget it. If you enroll somebody and they don't enroll on SmartShip, you're not building a legacy, because SmartShip is literally retirement income. SmartShip is you developing GLP-3 memberships in your team, wellness memberships in your team, people who are on membership, right? They come on board as a member, they pay $30, they get on SmartShip, which means they have a product shipment sent to them every 4 weeks. What do you want happening every 4 weeks? Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. What do I want for Lena every 4 weeks? Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. SmartShip is the glue that holds your business together. So, and then it's you plus two. And then what? You plus two plus one more. Maybe you do power of three. You get 3 and 3. You keep doing it 3 times, you'll end up a 3-star, right? You'll open up that base for that 6-figure income. 3-star is the gateway. It's not the 6-figure income. It's the gateway. It's you having at least 6 to 10 people in your team that out of those 6 to 10, at least 2 of them are going to go, I'm going to do what you did. I'm going to go recruit 6 or 10, right? And you start developing depth in your organization, depth down that left and right team. That earns you up to those 600 cycles per week, that 21,000 per week, just in the team commissions, not even including the check match. The check match is the cherry on top. Okay. And this is another reason too. There's a lot of people who like to build through their teammates and they're giving people away. And I'm like, that's fine. If you give people away, maybe they're your L2, your L3, instead of earning a 30% check match, you're going to maybe earn 15 or 10 or 5. If you like giving people away, be my guest. That's not how I build teams. I build the team the way the comp plan tells me to. I like to make sure that if I personally recruit somebody, that person's my L1. It's a leadership check match for a reason. If I go in and I help develop, that's me getting compensated twice from this company for doing my job, for being the leader that I'm supposed to be, for helping them recruit, right? So the bigger that the leadership check match means the bigger the team you have that is developing and duplicating on even a small scale, you guys. It can be a lot of money, a lot of money, millions and millions of dollars of money. Okay. Attend the next event. Does anyone know? I wanted us to have regionals. I think we find out next week, the 15th. I think they're going to be announcing regional events in the area. When your regional that's close to you, whether that's 3 to 5 hours away, is close to you, make sure you commit to attend and that you don't go alone. Okay, so wherever that closest regional is to you coming up, where, we're going to have Dr. Dan and Dan Piku coming into town, you don't want to miss that. That's free education for yourself and for anyone you bring. I don't want to educate on what Dr. Dan educates on. That's why I send tools all day. I don't, I honestly, it's been a really long time. And I know you guys know I understand about the products and the science, but it's been a long time. I just send the text to close stuff, scripts. You guys all know where those are in the Facebook group, and they're in the file section on the Facebook group, and they are also in the WhatsApp chat group. So if you're in the WhatsApp chat and you go up to the top and you hit the name, boop, and you click PDF, media, docs, and files, it'll be there. You can literally copy and paste it. You can download it and you can copy and paste that. What do I do all day? The best copycat wins. So if I call and I do my initial introduction, oh, hey, Mari, it's Adrianne. I haven't talked to you in forever. Yes, I'm reaching out for a reason, but how are you doing? Oh, good, Adrianne. My daughter just finished nursing school. My son just finished a marathon. Ron and I are going on a trip to Florida. Oh my gosh, that's so great. I'm so glad I caught you. You're living such a wonderful lifestyle. So happy for you, right? The reason I'm reaching out is because I recently partnered with this new company. They've got this new GLP. It's not an injectable, but I wanted to share more with you. Is it okay if I send you a link? Yes? Okay, great. I'm going to send you some pre-junked information, probably more than you'll ever need. But I just feel like you might know some people. Even if it's not for you, you might know some people who this would be for. And Mari, I know you're the kind of girly that supports other girls. And so if you know some friends that might want to lose weight or feel great, maybe you'd feel like, you could share this with them. Yeah, send it over. I would love to take a look. I don't have a ton of time, but of course for you, I'd love to take a look. Okay, great. When are you going out of town? Oh, Friday. Okay, can I call you Thursday instead just to see what you like or if you have questions? Sure, or I'll call you if I need you. No, Mari, I'll call you. Hello, I'm a professional. I'm going to follow up with you. I'll call you Thursday. Okay, we've got a great local event coming up. I'd love you to attend. You might be in town for it. I'll get you the dates when they come back around. But first, I just want you to take a look. We also have an online event if you want to attend an online live. But first, let me just send you some details. Text to close, right? Copy paste. I send her the GLP script with the GLP link and my order link. She goes in, she checks it out. She probably even orders 3 bottles for herself. Well, I decided to try. I saw that. I sent you a welcome. I sent you a welcome text. Did you see that? I'd love for you to get plugged in. So, in case you can't get a hold of me, you're plugged into the team. Yeah, I'm so excited for you to try the product. I can't wait. All right. Okay. So I'll see you on the next live event. We've got morning huddles every day at 9:30. And I'll definitely be reaching out to you when we have a bigger event. I do believe that Dr. Dan and the owner of the company are going to be coming to cities across the nation soon. So we'll keep you posted on that. But in the meantime, it's going to be 3 to 5 business days before your product arrives. But I would love for you to hear stories. We have stories every single morning. I'd love for you to check it out. Do you guys see the flow? Do you just see the, right? Okay, it can be that simple. Some of you guys, you're not showing up because you're going to work to overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate the ask. Don't overcomplicate the share. Don't overcomplicate the follow-up. Don't overcomplicate the next event. Don't overcomplicate you just showing up. This is just a part of who you are. It's an extension. 3 is an extension of what you do. Because as a leader, you see a need, fill a need, right? How are you going to connect? We have several tracker forms. Pick one. Pick one to help you recruit your first 3. If I promise you guys, if you reach out to 30 people, 15 will say yes to taking a look and 6 will enroll. You'll be a 3-star if you do it right. Okay. The way to do it right is just to do it, by the way. All right. So I love this. I love this, Michael Jordan. He says, you don't show up on game day and expect to be great. Greatness happens in practice. This is why I was so glad that Mari said yes to doing onboarding. She's never done an onboarding call before. That's next level leadership. Not publicly, at least, right? That's her saying, I can do this. I got this. That's huge. Every time you reach out to somebody and you think, I don't know if I'm doing this right, you're doing it right because you're doing it. Right? You have to expect things of yourself before you can do them. You have to go and take the initiative. So I want to leave you guys with that today. And I'll escape here. And I know, oops, there we go. And I know we started a little bit later, but that is what I have for you guys today. Hopefully you guys found value in that. Does anyone have any comments, questions, or concerns? Comments, questions, or concerns about today's content? Do you feel like you can show up today? That's all I want to know. You can raise your hand if you feel like you can show up today. The call to action is, am I working off a list of names? Am I tracking? Because we know we need to track our success. Yes? Okay. Am I reaching out with purpose, intent, heart, just to connect? Right? Okay. Yes. Mia, are you raising your hand or do you have something you would like to share? Maybe she's just raising her hand. I love that. Mei Ling sharing her hand. Can I put the show up slide again? Which one was it? And I love Cindy. Great job. Yes, we've got this. Cindy's like, I gotta go. I got people to talk to. I love it. Okay. All right. The show up slide is was it let me get in here. Hold on, let me see.
I think it was right before the wake up one with the
Okay.
sun.
The showing up daily, the wake up, okay, yeah. The like schedule-ish. Okay, here we go. I'll put it in the chat here. Okay, let me get to the chat. There we go. Let me not lose it. There we go. Okay, hopefully this will get to you. Okay. All right, this is recorded and you can find it on the YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys are already following Team Legacy Makers on YouTube, because I always feel like if you can't make it to an event every day, you can always catch the recording on there. And if not for you, then who is what? Oh, wow. I was just about to send you like 5,000 screenshots. You can, oops, stop. Okay, there we go. I've been highlighting too many things. Where's my control button? There we go. There you go. Okay. Yeah, that's it. You can send it out. I highly recommend you send out information that you like and enjoy for your team to hear on a daily basis. It's you helping them follow up and stay plugged in even when they can't. Okay. Janet, go ahead, Janet. I see you waving. How are you?
Good. Could you post March 4th?
I don't have, it's not recorded. It was not recorded that day.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why. Sorry, I meant to respond back to you. I'm so sorry, Jan. I was super busy.
okay.
I have to go in. I went and looked at all the recordings. Is it live? Do you see it as a live? Because I think on that week that I was gone, for whatever reason, they weren't being recorded or put to YouTube, but we'll figure that out later. Okay. But you must have really liked that one. I'll check again, but
I
I
was
did.
away.
Oh, you were away. I love that you're consistent. I appreciate your consistency. Yes. Okay. And then Mei-Ling, do you have something you'd
Yes,
like to share? Yeah,
real
go ahead.
quick. Thank you, Adrienne. This was awesome. Thank you so much. I have two quick questions. If you could show the second to the last slide, that would be awesome. If you could put in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Second to the
I don't,
last
I don't
slide.
remember what it was because it was so quick on there, the second to the last slide. Thank you. And then I had a quick question for Caroline. In the beginning, Caroline, you shared about the bridal fairs, that was so awesome. I love hearing all these new ideas. So question, did you connect with just like the vendors or both the vendors and the attendees? Just would like to hear just a bit more about that.
Yeah,
And-
no, I connected with both the vendors and attendees. So you just go around by the vendors, and then people, when I was talking to the vendors, the people listening in wanted to know more information. So and I took their cards. I didn't want to take too much time because that's not why I was there for my friend, but I also took all the cards. So now I'm going to do a follow-up. And they know that and Adrianne taught me this on how to follow up, and you have to do it by email, texting, and then you just get in chat GPT and take care of it that way. I mean, maybe Adrianne can do a training on that one day, but it works.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I don't know if that helps,
Thank you. No,
Mei-Ling.
that was great. Thank you so much, Caroline, and good luck with that.
Yeah. It's always a good idea. Yeah. You guys, people are so busy. I know I am right now. I might not see an email, but I'm going to see a text, or I might miss a text, but somehow see the email. So I just like to hit people in different ways as follow up, because you guys, life is flying by so fast right now for so many of us. Don't be like wondering if you're too much. Be worried if you're not enough when it comes to follow up, because to be honest, people are so dang busy. They barely have enough attention span right now. And, social media is not helping with that. So you guys doing like a well-rounded blanketing of network marketing, the bigger the blanket the bigger the net you cast, the bigger the team you're going to build. But yeah, when it comes to follow-up, it's the same concept, hitting them in different ways to help them, have the right appropriate information to make a decision.
And as you said, you make a mess, we'll clean it up later.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, and help your team make a mess. Like if you're, ever in North Carolina or whatever, go out and be like, okay, where's your half-page postcard thing with your QR code and your contact information? Let's go paint the town, right? Let's get out there. Let's go meet with the local businesses. Let's talk about how they could carry GLP, right? Okay, let's go in. Let's grab their cards. What do I need? I don't have a lead until I have their name, phone number, and email, right? So I'm going to go in. I'm going to grab the doctor's card. I'm going to grab the massage therapist card. I'm going to go to the vendor event. I don't want to be a vendor Because I'm not going to pay $5,000 for a booth for GLP-3 when what I'm looking for is all the other entrepreneurs in the room. Go to the event and grab the cards and be like, oh, you know what? And make an impression. You have beautiful skin. You look great today. Oh my gosh, you're a mom. Oh, what else do you do? Right? You want to go gather. You want to be a gatherer. Okay. And then reach out and be like, hey, it was so great I met you at that nutrition fair that last week, just wanted to reintroduce myself. I'm an entrepreneur. You're an entrepreneur. Wanted to hear a little bit more about your business. And also I wanted to share something with you if you have a few minutes, right? I'd love to send you some info. It's that simple. Put the marketing in your network marketing business. Okay. Who's marketing? You are. Okay. What are we always selling? Ourselves or better. Because I might not care at all first initially what Craig is selling, but I like Craig, so I'm going to listen to Craig, right? Craig makes me feel good when he calls. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Sky's laughing. I love you too, Sky. Okay. You can call me too, Sky. All right, you guys, let's go out and make it a great day. We're 23 minutes over the time today, and I really want to make sure you guys have time to go work and build and farm your area. Farm your area. Okay. So, all right, you guys, have a great day. If nobody's told you they love you yet today, right?
Love you.
Love you too. Go out and make a mess. Go out and love on other people. Okay. Bye, guys. Have a great day. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Bye, guys.